All right. Okay, welcome everyone. Sorry for the little image in the background there. I'm just going to log in. There we go. Right. No, it's not made for kids. World of Warcraft. Hello, hello. Yeah, with your eyes. Nice one, Melas. It's not even working. Oh, you typed it wrong in the announcement, mate. You fucked up. Yes, we both. Yes, a retard. Yeah. This is hilarious. So tonight I'm gonna do welcome everyone. So tonight I'm gonna do Gruul, Mag, and then I'm gonna do Tempest Keep Attunment. All right, got those bracers last night. Good on you. Anyone summon stone? Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah. For what? Prop paladins? More defense on Scryer, more dodge on alt or Ghost Scryer. Simple as that. And yes, it's minimal. You do get an unused spell hit trinket though with Scryer, which you may want to use as a prop paladin. Can be useful sometimes, I guess. All right. All right. So just waiting for the raid to fill up, and then we're gonna go. Are you winning? Give me the Gruul shield, and then I'll answer that question. Deluxe. Blizzard is dying. Man, I did a poll today. It's gotten over 1,000 responses, over 1,000 votes, 1,100. The question was the state of Blizzard. The answers, 3% said good, 5% said okay. So 8% said good or okay. 43% said bad. 33% said irredeemable. No, I still need some other things, Mika. 33% said irredeemable about the state of Blizzard, and 16% said meh about the state of Blizzard. That's kind of my reaction, by the way. It's like, whatever. That's kind of where I stand at the moment with respect to it, but yeah. So yeah. Move. What is a table? He had one job and he failed it. All right. Odo, remove yourself, by the way. We have free paladin, so. All right, cross time.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, if you're a tank spec, just taunt cross then. It's... Oh, hold on. I'm gonna try and pick it up. Try and taunt square. It's attacking me. It's attacking me. Luffy, you could just go and taunt square. Portland, baby. Ah, mage dying on Mulgar. Constant situation. This is kick doubly.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Gruul.
This is, we split raid a lot. Wow, guy. Wow, Gutsy. Like, we have 4 Gruul raids every week. That's the reason why they're not necessarily the best. We're doing it because obviously DSTs, shields, all that kind of stuff. Like right now, I'm pretty sure half this raid is made up of alts, and some people are social and all that. Like, yeah. Stack up. These guys are gonna charge. Wait. Lavi, I thought you were gonna decross it. Okay, I can barely hear you, but whatever. I don't know. He doesn't annoy me. I can heal, yes. Time to heal. Yeah. Yeah, that's why. That's the reason why. Well, it's basically like, yeah, it gives you more Zan, could you not sit in the cave? Yeah, warriors. He's not a warrior. Yeah. How does Rogue standing in cave in as well?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Good take.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Keep the tanks up. If I have to pot here, I'm gonna be pretty angry.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Keep them up. Collar of Cho'Gall, Shuriken of Negation, crap. You think bears can tank Hydras? Yes! It might be scuffed though, but yes. For frost resistance, use the Nextrama set, and I'll cover this in a guide. I'm gonna make a bear guide. But you can get the resistance cap. You need to use random pieces of gear. You need to use random pieces of gear to get crush cap. It's not crush cap, to get NR capped. There is a flask that gives you 35 NR. So frost resistance is not a problem. Nature resistance is a problem. Okay. So that was Gruul. Not the best Gruul in the world, but it was a Gruul. Yeah, so yeah, you can have issues finding your that depends. There is a trinket, by the way, to understand something about Hydras. You swap to understand something about Hydras, you tank one phase for about 1 minute, right? At each phase, like each nature phase, each frost resistance phase. is about 1 minute. Here's the clutch. Here's the crux of the issue. There is a trinket that drops from Bug Trio that gives you 100 resistance to all resistance. Let me find it. So there is a trinket. It's called Petrified Scarab. I'll provide the link in the over there. So this trinket gives you 100 resistances. It lasts about 1 minute. Oh, it has a 3 minute cool. No, well, hold on. TBC. That's the. It has a 3 minute cooldown. Yeah, it's 100 resistance for 1 minute with a 3 minute cooldown. The 3 minute cooldown might be a bit of an issue. Keep in mind that. But yeah. Yeah. That depends on how hard Hydros hits, Fleet Admiral. That depends on how hard Hydros hits, I'd have to say. I'm just gonna log out very quickly here and wait for them to do one mag group. They're gonna do one mag, and then I'm just gonna wait I'm gonna wait to be able to enter a second mag group. But yeah, the Petrified Scarab. So you get 3 minutes. I'm gonna check some of my Hydrus. I have a bunch of Hydrus kill videos on a certain server. I'm curious if I'm curious how long it takes us to swap one phase, because if we swap every... Yeah, it's about every minute that we do a swap. If we do it 30 seconds later, if we do it every minute and 30 seconds, then we can make sure we get that trinket. Okay, so with Hydros, if you can do a swap on the boss every minute, 30 seconds, you can use that trinket for every nature. Like if you're a nature tank, you can use it every nature phase. If you're the frost tank, you can use it every frost phase and have it up basically for the last 30 seconds of the phase, basically, and that would give you a good advantage. Anyway, so I'm just gonna wait for a bit in order for them to do a Magtheridon. They're doing a mag right now, and I'm just waiting for them to do that. Once they're done with that, I'll join for another mag. I have a flask running, so yeah. It was cheaper than buying the fucking consumables, I can tell you that much. Flasks are pretty damn cheap right now. Paladin goes for whatever is best. There are several strategies you could use on Hydrus, one of which, the safest strategy, if you want to know about Hydrus, I'm going to make a whole video on this subject, but the safest strategy you can use on Hydrus, the one that private server guilds have used, is having 2 warrior tanks, and a paladin tank with the combined set, as well as a druid tank to help out, so basically 4 tanks. The druid tank is using regular guild, the paladin tank is using combined frost and nature resistance, and the warrior tank is the warrior tanks, one is in NR and one is in FR. That's the safest way to do it, not the fastest. And you don't want to have 4 fucking tanks for the rest of SSE. And that would suck. So what discussions are happening right now in my guild in the tank channel, for instance, is how do we make druid tanks work? Like, one strategy you could use, like, yeah, you could try and make druid tanks work. There are plenty of problems. Like an FR, frost resistance geared druid can work, no problem. An NR, a nature resistance one, less so, because there's no nature resistance gear. Not even an extremis gear, so that's a bit of a problem. But there is, but it can be made to work in some way, shape, or form. You don't care about armor on the boss. All you care about is resistance, stamina, and of course some measure of threat. So the question is, do you get 2 druid tanks with the paladin handling the adds? Or one of the strategies I'd consider using is maybe getting 2 paladin tanks with a druid to help out, because you would want 3 tanks anyway. But maybe get 2 paladin tanks, which wouldn't be bad for the rest of the instance, by the way. Get 2 paladin tanks, one in frost resistance and one in nature resistance. And what they do is, when the boss switches a phase, a paladin tank in full frost resistance gear would tank the boss in as many adds as possible. Or maybe the boss in 2 adds, with the druid off tank and the paladin that isn't tanking the boss that time picking up an add each. That would work out. And the kill target would be the druid add. That would be a strategy that could work. And that way you could go from 4 tanks, which is the safe strat, to 3. Or you could try and go for 2 druid tanks. Or you can get 1 druid tank in frost resistance, paladin tank in full nature resistance, and a paladin tank with, I don't know, maybe some combined set, but more towards frost resistance to tank the frost resistance adds. But there's multiple ways. Anyway, like there's multiple ways of handling it. Like there's potentials. Possibilities. Like, you could try and use 2 druid tanks, like 1 druid and maybe some NR and some FR trying to pick up or some druid off tank with some NR gear to try and pick up as many adds as possible, 2 adds at least. We'll see. Like, there are multiple ways of handling Hydrus, and I think that's gonna be the way to handle Hydrus is probably gonna be the main thing that a lot of speedrunning guilds are gonna be stuck on. This is the advantage guilds like Progress, which we know are doing constant speedrun testing on private servers as we speak right now. This is the advantage guilds like that will have. Because they will have figured out all of this, right? They will have gone into these bosses over and over and over and over again, and they will have figured out what speedrunning strategy works and what doesn't. So anyway, bear back in like 10, 20 minutes, something like that, however long it takes them to kill Mag on one group. All right, they're almost done with the mag, and I'm gonna join. All right, so I'm gonna join this mag in a mag group in just a moment. All right, we're gonna get going in just a moment. Okay, let's see. The Warren will give. Okay. I think it's a good trinket to have because it's a stamina trinket that also has an unused spell damage effect. So it's like a hybrid trinket that can be good for both threat and survivability. Sometimes you just need that extra HP, right? That's the role that it fills. It's neither a it's a decent survival trinket with a bonus threat. That's what you should view it as. The thing about max trinket is that there are no pure spell. There are no spell damage trinkets in the game right now, right? In fact, I think there's only like 2 in the entire game. Like there's the icon, of course, and then there's the Z Zoloman trinket. So you want to get the Eye of Mag just purely for that. Now, whether or not you want to use it for the effect on resists, not sold on that, to be honest with you.
Vermin, leeches, take my blood and choke on it.
What are my thoughts on discrimination? I think a lot of video game employees create a culture where... I think a lot of video game developers treat their employees like crap. That's what I think. And I think this is merely part of it. It's the part that gets the media attention, but it's just part of it. I think video game companies over the years have... Like, if you play video games, one of the things that you should realize is that people making your games... You shouldn't be attached to them having some high moral standard, because they don't, at the end of the day. They're just people, regular people. And they're working in an environment which is really toxic and horrible for the most part, due to the crunch, the sacrifice they have to make and all that. So it's like, oh, am I surprised? No. Like, this is why a lot of people who are in the know are like, oh, are like, oh, I'm not surprised at all. Especially when you're thinking about someone like a Frisiabi who had a fucking reputation for being a toxic a-hole ever since EverQuest. Like hell. Oh, table. And that's one of the things to know, guys. Alright. Should we just... Oh, okay, it's coming from... Yeah, patrol is coming from the righteous way. Okay. All right. Alright, here we go. We should pull to the right, if. Trust in the Lati. In Mario. Someone taunt Spark? Never mind. Resist taunt. The druids are in various physical groups and the paladin is the caster group. Patrol. Square, please. Well, they removed him last year, though. Yeah, honestly. Oh, they're removing him from the game, you mean? Yeah, I don't know. I don't give a shit about that. I don't necessarily care too much about that. Oh, it's like he's a horrible person. Yeah, and he's also a guy who built the game. I disagree with that kind of movement. It's like, Well, let's ignore everything this guy did because he's a horrible piece of shit. Okay. Maybe people should remember that there are horrible pieces of shit that also made the game that you're enjoying. Now, First Yabi's legacy in World of Warcraft isn't just because he has 2 NPCs named after him. It's a lot bigger than that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Punch. Nox. Yeah.
My blood will be the end of you.
All right. Warren, you're healing at the back. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Maybe I should have used survival gearing. Ugh. This is gonna be harsh. I may have made a mistake. I really should have put Moro's Pocket Watch and more survival gearing this time around. But I do have 2 healers on me. Okay. Do a demo shot. Brandon's gonna die. Alright. Because playing a tank that can that's the best tank and tanking multiple mobs is really important in actual proper fucking raiding content. Not this shit which doesn't have any trash. You know what real raids have? Trash. And it's so much better. Like, I don't enjoy Druid. Someone heal. Like, Warrior is so like, I don't enjoy playing Druid, and Warrior is so horrible to play right now. Like, basically, all the main tanks right now in the guild are... All the main tanks in the guild that are... All the main Warrior tanks in the guild right now have basically... or most of the people that were playing Warrior main tanks have basically quit playing Warrior main tanks, and it was their decision. Like... Several people have re-rolled. Like Dev, who is the closest we would call to like a Warrior main tank, is like re-roll Druid. Like so many people hate playing Warrior right now. Click at the back. Someone was slow and clicking, that's what happened. Oh. Okay. Okay. Well. Okay.
Did you think me weak? So, who is the weak one now?
That was pretty. That was pretty. That was pretty annoying. So what happened is we were trying to collect preemptively just before the thing, and he decided to do a knockback at the same time. GG, no we get screwed. Well, go again. Anyway, whatever. Such is life. I'm gonna put my rose. You took damage, it just wasn't a lot. Yeah, I was ready to pop a lay on hands on you to heal to fill, but nothing. Yeah, you dropped to about 80% though, but that was just a slam. No, like the cave-in, no. It does damage based on armor, right? So you have a lot of armor, but what kills you is potentially the cleave-in you know, melee swing after it. While you're stunned. So I'm gonna put Moros there to help me out. Oh well, go again. Life is such as life. Okay, kill the fucking boss. We wipe at 15%. Rip. If we had managed to stun him, we would have killed him there. Unfortunate. Sad. So sad. Mega sad. Oh, not enough mana. Okay. My Gruul wiped on Gruul yesterday too. 50k HP. Ah, man, those are the best wipes, aren't they? Right? The very, very best. You need repair. Yeah, we were trying to do that right after Kyle. We were trying to do that right after the ceiling was coming down, but he knocked us before we managed to get the cast off. That's one of the things we were trying to do. Well, I guess we could chain even phase 1, right? Like group after group after group after group, and we would have enough to kill him. Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Tank went just AFK before. Trying, they're casting, that's why. Oh my god. Died? Someone died. Maybe a pet. I don't know. But yeah, I know what you're saying, Kyle. Okay. Well, this is bizarre. Keck. Is he gonna do it? There we go. Yeah, I'm clicking, just a second. There we go. You guys are getting some fun RNG. Yeah, we are. Give up. There he goes. Don't die, boys. Oh boy. Should be in positions already. Oh man. Kick. Wiping on Magtheridon. This is the best way to spend your evening, isn't it? This is the best way to do Mag. Getting fucked by RNG. We got the knock effect all over the room right as he was bringing the ceiling down, and we got the blast nova right after that. This is the best time of my life. Well, anyway. It's oh man, 20% wipe kick. Literally. Okay. Where? I mean, pro has the stamina buff in group 5 if... Yeah, stamina buff though on group 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I never resisted a while ago. Someone will need to replace all the one clicking.
Okay. Well, it's a bit of a complicated story, but I know I'm playing in a sweaty top-end guild right now, but that wasn't my intention with TBC. That's why I left Resist. Also some personal issues with leadership, but the main reason is I didn't want to play in a sweaty guild. I wanted to play more casually, more relaxed. That's exactly what I'm not doing right now, I know, but... So my intent with TBC was... Yeah. So my intent with TBC was I was gonna play in a guild with some friends, some of which are in this guild. But then the guild collapsed as... the guild collapsed when Blizzard announced the release date of TBC. So what happened is... Because the people were my friends knew Salad Bakers, we ended up joining Salad Bakers. Someone healed Sook. So yeah, I ended up joining Bakers because of that. Because the guild I wanted to actually play in collapsed, so I ended up joining Bakers with the leadership. With basically the entire leadership of the guild I had tried to be part of. Got them. Someone clicked. Go, go, go. Keep that up. Sherlock was my favorite. Fucking shit, useless loot. Well, the gloves are fine, but the fucking hands are, the other hands are crap. Chest is fine though. Yeah, good job, Mela, saving it right. Okay. Are there some bit? Yeah, there are. Crafted from all right. So that's the raid, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I'm not gonna go over every fucking item, but the question is, what do you want? Which class are you playing? Every guild is gonna keep doing Karazhan once Tier 5 comes out. Anyone that stops... Like, we might do fewer Karas, sure, but we're still gonna do fucking Kara. I can tell you that for a damn fact. People have ults, people have... Some people need that one item. Something like that, right?
It's all stuff like that. Now for the Tempest Keep Attunement. Alright, so I'm gonna be doing the Tempest Keep Attunement. All right. Okay. Gonna switch some items for more fret. Well, more damage at any rate. So that's the first quest. For casters, well, you got Belt of Blasting, Boots of Blasting, that are crafted items. Those are the two main ones. I can't remember, like, there's one of them. I think the belt, the recipe is BOP for the belt, but the item is BOE, and for the boots, the recipe is BOE, but the item is BOP. Keep that in mind. Oh, Alliance group.
Loktar. Go for
You can find my gear on Ironforge.pro, and I'm using the 4912 talent build for prop paladins. You can find that one online. Alright, just need to kill 5 elementals. No big fucking deal. Maybe there's multiple elementals I can deal with at the same fucking time. Wouldn't that be great? No, that's a bad idea. On multiple levels. Ah, there's a pool there. I think I'll just do that. Ah. I'm guessing people are killing these fucking elementals for the sake of primal waters. Which is fine, you don't need to kill them yourself, it just makes killing them, just makes doing the quest annoying because you're having to chase them around trying to find the... Okay. I've been running... All right, so I think it's interesting the reaction that people have had to Blizzard's let's call it scandal if we're being nice about it. Like, I'm a bit, let's just say, surprised that people care as much as they do admit. Like, I'm not saying it's not bad, it's pretty horrible, but it's interesting. Where I think for a lot of people, this was the point where they were basically saying, you know what, fuck this company. All the stuff that they've been doing for the last few years has been crap. I'm done, right? I'm moving on. I think that's more how people are reacting to it. It's like the scandal, the lawsuit, right? Is just like, okay, they're genuine pieces of shit. Why the fuck am I bothering with their crappy games that I don't even enjoy that much anymore? I think that's really what's happening right now for a lot of people. And yeah, sure, a lot of people are still playing the game, but one of the things to understand, by the way, I think one of the things to say, by the way, is I think one of the things to say is that regardless of how many people are playing the game, still going to play the game, I think it's a pretty big problem for so many people to hate a developer, not the publisher, because people hate on EA and Activision and all that, right? But they don't usually hate the company that's actually making the game. They hate the company that's publishing the game, which is what's going on right now. Mm-hmm. That's what I think right now, at least. Mm-hmm.
May your blades
Depends on the situation. I'm kind of curious what that... Hold on a second. If you aren't running Sanctity... Okay, Varbane. I'm kind of curious right now, actually, about something. So I'm gonna check... And these Chinese guilds and their fucking logs. Holy shit. I've never seen something as bad. Trying to read them. You know, it's like looking at the mag logs, it's like looking at fucking Chinatown is dominating. China. Sanctity Aura is a good build for... How many fucking Chinese guilds are here? It's like... it's either China or Russia. It's like I'm looking at the top 10 guilds of... They got mag... They got mag kills, the top 10 mag speed kills guilds. Who the fuck is using Seal of Vengeance? Wow. Like using Sanctity in that situation, okay. Using fucking Seal of Vengeance on Magtheridon, it's like, what the hell are you fucking doing? Okay. But yeah, for speed running, right? Sanctity makes sense in that situation. You know, Varbane, remember when we were doing a lot of tier 6 and I asked you if I should respect Sanctity and you said it's not needed? How's that looking right now, I guess? Well, burst pull ability, that's the reason. Like on single target, it just gives you burst threat. And if the fight is short enough, it's gonna give you more threat overall, if it hits, of course, than Sanctity does. So basically, Karazhan for bosses. But yeah, like on Mag, not needed. For 25 mans, that's gonna be interesting. What's your take, by the way, on Hydrus? Do you think? Oh, I didn't use it there. Do you think for Hydrus, what's your strat? What do you think the strat is going to be for Hydrus? Do you think guilds will manage to druids? Because that's the discussion happening right now. Will guilds use to druids in very scuffed nature and frost resistance gear? Especially in scuffed nature resistance gear. Or do you think people will use warriors? I think a lot of guilds want to use druids, but I don't know if it's going to be the best one, the best strat. Who fucking knows though right now? All I know is China is beating the crap out of the rest of us. It's like, oh man, feels bad, man. Yeah, sure. Well, you don't sacrifice the stamina anyway. You go 40-12, right? You sacrifice Ardent Defender. I feel though, like the thing is, like, we are trying SSC with Warpala, Feral Druid. Okay, so you're gonna go with that combination. Yeah, that might be what we end up doing. We'll see. When you say you're trying, are you playing already, or are you just? I mean, the PDR that's gonna come up. Oh. Yeah, we'll see. I think right now. Like right now, I don't know, it's like, it's been interesting to see guilds just literally refuse to use warrior tanks right now because they hate using them. Hell, because the warriors themselves hate playing them. Like most of the warriors in Bakers are like, fuck playing warrior. We're gonna play druid. Most of the warrior tanks, that is. I swear it's gonna be fun doing Hydrus with all the classic boys. It's gonna be fun wiping on Hydrus when some random DPSer pulls aggro, switches the boss to a different phase, and you lose a speed run because of that kick W bullshit idiotic crap. I was having a discussion earlier in the guild with people about like Paladin tanking Magtheridon, because the guild that has the speed record right now on Magtheridon on Warcraft logs use the Paladin tank on him. And people were talking about, oh, how did he hold Fret? He had his DPSers holding 3-4 seconds back. Literally, I checked the replay. That's what they did. They barely did anything for 3-4 seconds. Imagine DPSers not pumping the second the boss is out. Fucking hell, this isn't classic anymore. Yeah, classic players not watching Fred. Fucking hell, it's like, and then expecting it's like, oh, you gotta hold Fred the second the boss comes out. It's like, no, that's not how TPC works. Get used to the notion. That's why you see so many Druid tanks in top guilds, because Druid tanks allow them to do that crap. And then they're surprised that the guild where DPSers literally hold their dicks for 3 seconds beat the crap out of them in speed clearing. Because 3 seconds of DPS is not going to matter that much. If you can use one less tank, if you can literally just go with one tank on a boss, then if you can just use one tank. No, you don't get an unlucky opener, Barbon. I'll tell you what Druid tanks are doing right now. They're getting head capped and they're getting as many fucking expertise as possible. Yeah. You mean Desolate. I know who your prop paladin is. Sure, he doesn't have issues. Honestly, I don't really have that many issues. I haven't... Yeah, they're just worse palace kick. I don't know. I don't think it's an issue, really. I think it also depends on the DPSers. It really depends on the DPSers. I mean, I generally don't have fucking Fret issues either when I tank anything that I've tanked. But they were having... Like, I don't give a crap about speed clearing tier 4. So I haven't really pushed it myself for tier 4 as much as I could have. Because why would I? It's like fucking tier 4. Who gives a shit about Gruul and Mag and all that crap? If Classic dies, it's because Blizzard made the stupid decision, by the way, and only releasing tier 4. Holy fuck, there's a thunderstorm outside. The end has come, ladies and gentlemen. I can't get the carrot gloves to drop. And how much spell power is Desolate running, by the way, Varbane? That's the question. How much gear has he gotten? Yeah. You're having issues with arcade mages? What? That's a bit hilarious, I gotta say. Of all the DPSers I've had issues with, arcane mages have not been one of them. One of the things, though, to say about DPSers pulling Fret, you know what's the most frustrating fucking thing to deal with in the world? Hunters who literally have a fucking Fret drop, not using it. That's the thing. No, they're not releasing tier 5 fast. Tier 5 should have been a fucking launch. This is not fast. Anyone who believes tier 5 is fast right now is delusional. Entire servers are literally collapsing right now because of, well, a bunch of stupid decisions, right? Releasing the game just as summer started, yeah. No, the issue isn't that hunters can't hold it in their pants. The issue is that hunters don't have a fucking brain to use MD on cooldown and to use Feign on cooldown. Oh man. It's Blizzard we're talking about. I mean, it could be worse. It's Blizzard we're talking about. Yeah, I don't know. They could have had a girl commit suicide because of sexual harassment. Oh wait, they did. Blizzard. See, I think this is the real issue with the controversy. People used to believe that Blizzard was a company that actually gave a shit even if they were making the wrong decisions. Server is dying. My server. Yeah, your server is the highest pop server in the world because other servers have died, right? That's the thing. I mean, it's shocking. Like, I made the poll on the channel. It has 1.4k votes as I'm speaking right now to you. 1.4k votes. 3% about the state of Blizzard. Only 3% said the state of Blizzard is good. 5% it's okay. 17% it's meh, which is where I'm standing on. It's like whatever. 43% said it's bad, and 32% said it's irredeemable. And I thought I was being cheeky by adding the irredeemable option to the poll, by the way. Apparently I was not cheeky at all. It's how a lot of fucking people feel like right now. I think right now it's like, and you're seeing content creators quit left and right because they're just so fucking done with the game that it's not funny for them anymore. And that's one of the things that has to be talked about, by the way. A lot of people are just done with World of Warcraft. Like a lot of people whose literal job was to make videos about World of Warcraft saying, nah, moving on. I'm gonna do something else with my time, with my life. And I think one of the things that these content creators are not gonna talk about, some do, like Willie made a video talking about like how he was gonna stop focusing on classic content and he's gonna focus on some other stuff. I think what a lot of content creators though aren't gonna say is their real reason for doing this. Not just that the game is in a shit place, not just the accusations, it's also the fact that their videos, their content, their streams, they're not getting as much attention as they used to in the past. And so with the smaller player base, I think Blizzard has managed to finally, in a way, fuck up so badly that streaming WoW is no longer profitable for a lot of content creators. That's what's happening right now. But you gotta understand, content creators do help promote the game. They do help sell the game. Don't know what to look on Lotti's stream. Sorry, I'm a bit busy and I can't really... what's happening? Is he losing his shit or something like that? Wouldn't surprise me, but... considering it's been a night like that. Classic. He was average. Oh yeah, he's certainly a lot lower. And hell, believe it or not, I used to get a lot more views. Like, I had streams of 1,000 people watching. 1,000 people. I'm not a big content creator, sorry. I'm not a big content creator. I have 1,000 people watching my fucking stream. That's crazy. On private servers, right? I had 1,000 people watching me on private servers. Now I don't think I've beaten 200, 300 in Classic, right? Now granted, that's partly because of the nature of the content. So the situation is a fucked up one, to say the least. One of the things, by the way, to say about the deep prot spec is you can have Reckoning, which is a single target boost to your threat, by the way. Right, so I got that. What the fuck? Yeah, this quest is gonna be 8. But I can do it. That's not the problem. Thunderstorm is continuing. Ardent Defender is still good. If you're AoE tanking, Art of Defender is a very powerful talent, regardless of what some people might state. Let me wait for that board to do its thing. Come on. What the hell? Art Defender is good, but not necessarily now. It will be more important in tier 5. Yeah. Well, soon enough we're gonna get PTR, so I'm like if viewership doesn't go up with the PTR, I'm probably just gonna quit playing WoW. Come on, what the hell? Don't be shy, damn it. Yeah, there were more people watching because it was the sexy, exciting game, right? Yeah, you can. One of the things you can do, by the way, one of the smart things you can do, you don't drop Avenger Shield, but you spec into Crusade, because that's 3% extra threat. One of the issues with Sanctity Aura, inspecting into Sanctity Aura, is you can't use Devotion Aura, which means you're losing quite a bit of survivability. I mean, it's 10% threat, which shouldn't be spoken about badly, but still. Come on. Shit. Come on. There we go. It's not just... No, that's 2. Ooh, that's nice. I'm not sure if this is intended, but I'm not gonna fucking complain about it. Alright, there's no boar. I'm gonna try and keep that one alive. People are already saying that they're just waiting for a Wrath. You know what can kill an expansion that's well renowned for being a raiding expansion, which is what fucking TBC is? Not having raids. TBC is fun when you have a continuous raid progression. So like I had a lot of fun on private servers because we had that kind of continuous raiding progression. Like we would do tier 4 and then we do tier 5 and maybe would complete tier 5 before tier 6 came out, but it was actually something difficult, right? It was something that took time. Guess what happens when Blizzard decides to do a shitty fucking decision that screws over the entire purpose of the fucking game, and idiots who don't understand TBC or don't understand what's good about TBC agree with them. No, demand it because there's too much content. If you ever hear an imbecile say that there's too much content in an MMORPG, that person is a fucking idiot of the highest degree. Having more content to do that at one time is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. But don't tell that to the mouth breathers who are complaining, oh, we can't clear tier 5 because I'm too casual. I only play a couple hours. No, it's not even the PvP. The PvPers, I can give them that they have a leg to stand on. Not that they matters because PvP activity has also plummeted. Oh, big fucking shock there. That PvP in an old expansion like this is not exactly the most important thing in the fucking world. But no, it was all the people, it's like, oh, there's too much content. That was the nature of the argument. It's like, there's too much, there's heroics, there's reputation, all that. We're 2 months in, player levels are plummeting, servers are collapsing. Wait, what? Hold on. Okay. But yeah, Blizzard made a stupid fucking decision and we're all paying the price for it. Well, they are paying the price for it. They just killed the enjoyment of the game for a lot of fucking people. Like, the reason I'm so angry about this is because TBC is the expansion that I like the most in World of Warcraft, and to see it destroy like this by a stupid fucking company that has made decisions by... Yeah. To see it all destroyed by a company that made a stupid fucking decision, that has been making stupid fucking decisions after stupid fucking decisions for years, is just infuriating, honestly. Would you play the season classic servers if they did do them? What's that supposed? What's that kind of server supposed to be like, though? Okay, let's destroy some eggs, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, I might do a caravan tonight. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just gonna go blow up some eggs. So yeah, no shit. A company that's made one stupid decision after one stupid decision that will ride on like the thunder, will strike like lightning in the sky. That's Blizzard being pissed off at me. I think a lot of people are pissed off like at Blizzard right now, so yeah. Shit-talking Blizzard right now became a national sport for, or international sport for gamers everywhere. But just remember, ladies and gentlemen, Blizzard had people that arguing that the decisions they made in BFA and even in Legion were good decisions. Remember that. And this is also what you get when you have a bunch of people who have no conception of like video game development or what's good for a community or not, thinking that their opinion is just as important for as those people who actually know what the fuck they're talking about. Because you know what? It's our job to know what the fuck we're talking about to some degree. I mean, sure, it's, you know, it's clickbaity to an extent. It's also a desire, but it's like, imagine the fact that people who actually play the game a fucking lot and play it on a high level actually know a lot more about what's good or bad for the game than a bunch of mouth breathers who don't. Everyone, oh man, yeah. I said high level though, Barbun. Remember that. I said high level. Just pointing out. I think if Meta Goblin was in a guild like this, he'd be kicked within a day if he even survived that long. Imagine paying $15 to clone your character and defend them saying they need money. Yeah. Don't care. Blizzard's financial situation is not my fucking concern. I think there's a lot of people who are like afraid, oh, what if this gaming company fails? So what if it fucking fails, right? Meta Goblin. Where art thou, though, Meta Goblin? If Blizzard crumbles, yeah, if Blizzard crumbles, a lot of people will be sad because it's ruining their childhood memories or all that. But I think, yeah. You know what's pissing me off the most? What they did with TBC, they replicated what RAF was. They literally did, because that's what RAF did. This is exactly what RAF did. RAF launched with a shitty big raid Granted, they had a 25-man version, but they launched with a big raid. In this case, Karazhan. That was very easy and brain dead, which is exactly what Karazhan is right now. And then we waited for close to half a year, no, like 5 months for them to release the real raiding content, by which point the game was... a lot of real raiders had quit the fucking game. It wasn't noticeable at the time, but believe me, it had an impact what they... So yeah. Made out of a Russian piece. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Old War is a really good raid. Yeah, that's the thing. Old War is a genuinely great raid. It really is. ICC is boring. TOC is... Say what you will about TBC and all the problems it fucking has right now in Classic. It at least has raids that aren't as horrible as TOC. I mean, Karazhan might be boring as fuck, but at least it's done in an hour. TOC, no. There we go. A key, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if it is what I need. Hopefully it is what I need. Yes. Yes. The first key, the first chest, first fragment. That's done. You know, I really hate the idea of saying anything good about Mist of Pandaria. I really fucking do. I genuinely like, there's a lot of things that are shit about MOP, but Siege of Orgrimmar is a really good raid. It's one of the best raids Blizzard has ever made. And people say the stuff they do about Mist of Pandaria for a reason. The raids were... Well, the first raiding tier wasn't that good, but they really did redeem themselves a lot with what they did later on. Like, Siege started out as a really shit and weak expansion, but it kept getting better. That's the thing. Like, the content that they added in Mist of Pandaria was genuinely good content. No, there isn't a perfect expansion. I played Cataclysm on a private server. I played on a Cataclysm server. It was fun to a degree. I think Cataclysm is a lot better than people give it credit for. What I would like to do, what I would like to see personally, here's what I would like to personally see on this situation. I would like for there to be servers that are less, like go faster, right? So the content release is faster, you get more gear, and the content is also easier, right? That's what I'd want to see. Like, I wouldn't want to see this mega-tuned crap content that we keep seeing on these kind of servers. That's what I believe in, anyway. Because it's not fun to wipe for 2 fucking months on... it's not fun to wipe for 2 months on Ragnaros. Just because he's overtuned as fuck. Or Lich King or anything like that. That's what that's where I stand at anyway at this point. I think that's a reasonable enough stance, really. No, I'm not crush immune with the gear I'm currently wearing. But this gear set is not meant for crush immunity. I mean, a degree of buffing is fine, but just not literally doubled HP and bullshit crap like insane damage like, yeah, Void Reaver. I think that's the issue. So yeah, oh yeah, sure. Well, here's the thing though, Bourbon. These bosses never really did need that kind of level of progression. At least for the good guilds. Like, Illidan was killed, what, the week Nihilum got to him? So it's like, bosses that worked properly. Like, I think there were some exceptions, but those are the bosses, you know, like, there were some exceptions, but for the most part, by the top guilds, bosses have always been killed within 1-2 weeks. Sometimes 3 weeks. But those are, again, the exceptions. I don't remember any boss, any mythic boss or anything like that that took a month. That was properly tuned and wasn't buggy as shit. Keep in mind that's a qualifier, because you can talk about, so people talking about, oh, the bosses are too easy if they don't tune shit. They never were that fucking hard as people believe they were. Oh, okay. Hmm.
Naru have not forgotten us.
We're talking. I mean, consider this. Consider this. In Burn Crusade, I don't think any boss, except early on, like all the tier 6 bosses were killed within 2 weeks of tier 6 coming out. Tier 5 took longer, but the bosses were bugged. Unfinished. Tier 5 was unfinished when TPC launched. Tier 6 had bugs, especially in Hydrol, but many of the bosses did work somewhat properly. I mean, they weren't impossible, right? How long did Ragnar's Heroic take? I can't remember. So it took until 19th of July for Paragon, and with Firelands coming out on the 28th. So it took... Yeah, that took 2 weeks and a half, right? So that took 2 weeks and a half, but keep in mind, no, that was basically free to reset. Well, on the third reset, that's how long it took. But keep in mind, the first reset, you do him normal, right? You know. Oh yeah, but how many weeks did it take? Like, right? Moro took 700 wipes for the top guilds to kill. But yeah, I'm talking here weeks though. Yeah. And obviously, the problem is, here's the problem with servers that overtune the shit out of it. They're trying to recreate the experience that existed back then when it took hundreds of wipes to kill these bosses, but that was people learning what the fucking mechanics were back then. And I think that's a bullshit way of handling tuning. Because you end up with so much crap. Man, Balrog was holy fucking shit on an overtuned Cataclysm server. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna watch something. Balrog is a tank fight? Oh, man, you sweet summer child. You are so mistaken if you think Balrog is a tank fight. No, Balrog is not a tank fight. Balrog is a crystal fight. Where you wipe when people fuck up the crystals. That's what Balrog truly is. The last concern we had on our fucking hands was all that. I mean, it was a DPS check, sure. But the main thing that wiped us on most of our attempts, besides the enrage, was actually people screwing up the crystals. No. doesn't one-shot. Like, yeah, you need to use cooldowns, but guess what? Cooldown management for tanks has been a thing since since Wrath, really. You just need to manage your cooldowns properly. We had some wipes because of that, but yeah, most wipes were because of crystal screw-ups. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a lot of other things to do, so I am going to turn off the stream right now. Stay tuned for more, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and enable notifications.